Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you with a Pokemon sales data video. A little bit to go over today, and I have some big news. So, Suicune Aquapolis PSA 10 sold for $9.30. Then we had a Blaine's Charizard first edition. It was raw. I would have given it a 7. Sold for $7.50. So I think that is a little undervalued because if the 9 is selling for about $3 and the 8 is selling for about $1,500, actually yeah, 7 to $7.50. That's okay, especially if it's a raw copy. I guess that's fair. By the time he grades it comes back, it'll be worth double. Dark Raichu First Edition PSA 9 sold for $660. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu First Edition PSA 9 sold for $320. Dark Ampharos First Edition PSA 10 sold for $9,301. That does not seem right. No, I'm sorry, it was not. Disregard that. It was only $930. I looked at it, I was like, what? But that was interesting because I think that card, the Dark Ampharos from Neo Destiny, granted it's the second or third Ampharos to come out, but it's just hard to grade, and it's just something that it's not easy to find. So I think that's undervalued. Dark Blastoise First Edition PSA 9, another record price point of $13.51. Freaking incredible. Lieutenant Surge's Magneton First Edition PSA 9 sold for $241. I sold mine for $420. I'm sorry, the Dark Blastoise First Edition PSA 9, a couple months ago, $420. It has tripled since then. Kabutops First Edition PSA 8 sold for $173. Dark Dragonite First Edition PSA 9, two of them, record price points. One sold for $11.75, the other sold for $1,100. Feraligatr First Edition PSA 8, number 5. Number 5 is one that's better artwork, harder to grade, harder to find. Sold for $405. Again, this is PSA 8, $405. Feraligatr First Edition PSA 8, number 4, sold for $355. Number 4 is the one that is the easier to grade. It's more common out there. Umbreon from Neo Discovery First Edition PSA 8 sold for $501. The 9 is probably over $1,000 by now. If it's not, it should be. A Gym Challenge Pack First Edition with Sabrina artwork sold for $380. Lieutenant Surge's Pharaoh First Edition PSA 9 sold for $240. Then we had a Skyridge Charizard Reverse Hollow PSA 9 sold by TCA Gaming for $2,000. That's doubled in the last couple months as well. Clefairy First Edition PSA 9 sold for $4,655. Dark Magneton First Edition PSA 8 sold for $114. The Clefairy had again, that's a record price point. You could have got the 10 a year ago for under $4,000, and now the 9's at $4,655. I don't think there is a 10 that'll sell for under $10K now. Maybe Poliwrath. Sabrina's Alakazam First Edition CGC 8.5. I would have given it a 9. It looked really good. Only sold for $100. That card is easily worth $250, but I digress. Text messages. We had 4 unlimited Neo packs. There was a Neo Gen, Neo Discovery, Neo Rev, and Neo Destiny. It was all in like it was in like a little case. Like it came like that. Like get all the Neo packs, all 4 of them, and sold for $3,000. Incredible. So that's $750 a pack, and those were the unlimited ones. So I'm gonna change my Neo Genesis packs. I'm gonna put them up both over like 1,000 because they're first edition and they're PSA 10. You know, they got them graded. And then the last piece of news is I got an offer today for $10,000 on my Blaine's Charizard First Edition PSA 10. Now with this one, it was interesting because the last actual auction, the one that was all really messed up with the sideways picture and the guy had like almost no feedback, only sold for $3,800. And this guy said like the last one sold for $3,800. I'm willing to give you 10. And he didn't know about the one that just sold recently for $7,500. That was a private sale. I told him about it, showed him messages like, this is the last one that actually sold for it. I cannot sell this for 10. I said maybe, and there's 4 others on eBay right now. There's one for $20,000, like $17,000, $15,000, and $14,000, or like $13,900. And the lowest one, the guy was selling it for $13,900, said, I'll go for $13,700. You know, like $200 off, which is, you know, ridiculous. Why would you have a best offer option if you're only going to go $200 below of what you listed at? But I digress with that. This is something that the only reason I would sell it for, let's say, $12,000 if I can get them up to it, or $12,500, whatever, is so I could pay for that trophy Kangaskhan on auction. And I'm trying so hard to get people to raise money for it. I'll sell my Tesla, I'll sell my Square, I'll sell my Fastly, 70, 80 grand, let's say I can raise, and maybe like an extra 5 or 6 grand in my bank account, maybe an extra 10 by next week. yeah, I could do 90 grand for it. But if it goes to, I'll sell this in order to put that towards the, trophy Kangaskhan. If I can do it, great. If not, well, then I'll miss out. Like I said, I already have another one I'm contracted to buy. I have 32K left on it. That'll be done by February 1st, hopefully before then. But that's, and I actually just took a screenshot. I went over, I scrolled up in my eBay and my purchases, and I bought I think the last one of 2019. Blaine's Charizard, first edition PSA 10, $770. And I'm pretty sure I can get this guy up to 12K. That is 15x on your money inside of a year. 15x. Absolutely bananas. Absolutely insane. This is something that, I don't want to sell. And I have 6 of these. It's not like, oh, this is my one and only. No, I have 6. If I sell this one, I have 5 others. But I still don't want to sell because I think this is still undervalued. And where I say, like, what I've been going over recently, talking to my comic book friends, they say, like, why are certain comic books, even though that, you know, the comic was okay and, like, the story was blah, why is this one worth more? Because it's the first appearance of this character. When I say don't sell your Charizard or don't sell your Lugia, Neo Genesis Lugia, that is the first appearance of Lugia. There's many afterwards, but that's the first one. Now, how does this relate to Charizard? Charizard only has a couple of appearances through Blaine's Charizard. You have the base set, you know, the original, first Shadowless, Unlimited, whatever. Kind of have base set 2 and Legendary Collection, but it's the same artwork. You don't, it's not really, hey, there's Tandle again. Showing off his guns. Oh yeah, look at that. So you really have the same artwork, same 3 times. You have base set, you have base 2, and then you have Legendary Collection. The only different one artworks that you get is in the Rocket series. You have Dark Charizard, where he has 80 health and his attack is shit, because it's Team Rocket. Team Rocket forces their Pokemon to evolve early. See you later, Al. And that's why it has such shit stats. And it's a lower level, and it's not playable. Again, it's cool because it's Dark Charizard, and the artwork is, but there's not a lot of holo on it. Blaine's Charizard is bad freaking ass. 100 health. It's got insane moves, and it's got insane artwork. He's literally doing a flamethrower. So that's something that I thought was pretty cool. You have the first appearance of a gym trainer, and it's Blaine's, just makes it more special. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. That's just some news on what I've been doing. I'll let you guys know if I can liquidate that and sell. I'll see what I can do. Guys, I love you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. Meow.